It's Monday, June 22nd, 2026, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about a lot more severe weather and a potential temperature change by the end of the week. Now, it's time for weather. Let's get right into it. Before I begin, I just wanted to say that the timestamps are posted down below in the description so you can skip to any part of the video anytime you like. Now, let's start off by talking about the severe weather outlook for the next few days. This is the severe weather outlook for today, Monday, June 22nd. We have two separate slight risks of severe weather, one stretching from Mississippi all the way up to New Jersey, and one in the upper Great Plains and parts of the mountains. The main threat with the storms today will, one, be the tornadoes. We have a 5% tornado risk here in parts of Alabama and Tennessee, and a 5% risk here in parts of Colorado and Nebraska, with three separate 2% risks. Taking a look at the wind threat, we can see there is a 15% threat here from Mississippi all the way up to New Jersey, where wind gusts could reach up to 75 miles an hour. And the biggest hail threat will be in the Great Plains, where hail could reach up to 2, maybe even 3 inches in size. Taking a look at the severe weather risk for tomorrow, June 23rd, 2026, we can see there is a large slight risk of severe weather stretching from Wyoming back down into Texas and Oklahoma, with a 2% tornado risk in parts of Wyoming, Colorado, and Nebraska. There will be two separate wind threats, one here in the mid-Atlantic states from North Carolina up to Delaware, and a greater risk back here into the Great Plains, where wind gusts could reach up to 75 miles an hour. For the hail risk, it will mostly be in Colorado, where hail could reach up to 2 inches in size, but we do have a SIG 1 stretching from Wyoming back into Texas. Moving on to Wednesday, we can see again there is another slight risk stretching from Wyoming back down into Texas, with the risks mainly being damaging winds and large hail in this yellow highlighted area, but I wouldn't rule out a few possible scattered tornadoes. And finally, looking at the risk for Thursday, June 25th, we can see that there is a slight risk of severe weather for parts of Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, and South Dakota, again with the main threats being damaging winds and large hail, with a few isolated tornadoes possible. Now let's take a look at the radar models for the next 2 days, and this is what it is going to look like this afternoon. We can see we have some isolated to scattered thunderstorms here in the southeast today, capable of producing wind gusts up to 75 miles an hour and some small hail, with a few spin-up tornadoes possible. Moving up to the northeast, we can see we have a more widespread rain stretching from New York back down into New Jersey, which will help relieve some of the drought that has been going on in this area. And continuing throughout the rest of the day, we can see these storms shift east, and by the evening to overnight hours, the storms do grow stronger from New York down back into Texas, again with damaging winds, small hail, and a few tornadoes possible. Continuing on, we could see that storms will begin to form in the Great Plains over the next few hours, and by Tuesday morning they will be in parts of the Dakotas. Moving back to the east, we can see we still have some showers and thunderstorms stretching from South Carolina all the way back into Maine. Again, in the northeast, it is mostly going to be rain and not severe weather, but as you move into the mid-Atlantic states and the southeast, again, we have that threat of damaging winds and hail. Moving on to Tuesday, we could see in the Great Plains, scattered showers and thunderstorms in the morning will quickly become a line of storms with damaging winds up to 80 miles an hour. And back here in the northeast, we could see that storms and thunderstorms will continue throughout the day on Tuesday. As we get into Tuesday evening, we can see a strong line of thunderstorms will be likely from Nebraska moving down into Oklahoma and eventually Texas, with wind gusts up to potentially 90 miles an hour. And finally, here in today's video, I will be talking about the temperature change coming by the end of the week. These will be the high temperatures for today. We could see triple digits across the south and southwest and 90s across the southeast, with temperatures comfortable in the 60s and 70s in the northern half of the country. Moving on to Tuesday, we could see again much of the same thing, triple digits and hot temperatures here in the south and southwest, with again also hot temperatures in the southeast, with yet again cool temperatures here in the northern half of the country. Moving on through Wednesday and through Thursday, this is when we start to see our change coming. By Friday morning, we can see temperatures are really cool across much of the north and northwest, with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. This is reinforced cold air from Canada and will continue to move through the weekend. You can see high temperatures on Friday only reaching 50s and 60s here in the northwest, also in parts of the Great Lakes region, but temperatures still burning here in parts of the south. Moving on to Saturday, this is when we first notice our change. Saturday morning, waking up in the 40s and 50s for parts of Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and Montana. And moving through Sunday morning, let me move back a bit. Yes, here we can see temperatures in the 30s and 40s here in the northwest, where we could potentially even see temperatures below 20 degrees in some of the higher elevations, but many areas in this location will be below freezing as you wake up on Sunday morning. Again, it is officially summer already, and we are still seeing temperatures below freezing. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you live in any of the severe weather zones, please stay safe, and I will see you all next time.